Hi there. In this video, you will learn what actions you can take when a candidate's report completes. We will cover 3 next steps, all free in your Checkr dashboard: engage, request candidate story, and adverse action. This information is for educational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice, nor does this information create an attorney-client relationship. Please consult your own legal counsel before making compliance decisions that affect your organization.
When you access your candidates page, you're going to see the report statuses provided to each report. The clear status means that the search returned no records, or the search returned no records to evaluate based on your guideline. The review status means that at least one search in the report has information that your team might want to review. To begin, if you have the role of admin or adjudicator, you should be able to open up the report. Within the report information box, you're going to see that the report is clear, the adjudication is blank. This indicates that no action has been taken at this time. Once you've reviewed the report, as you can see, no adverse records were returned. Over to the right in your actions box, the only action you can take is called engage. It does not send any communication to the candidate. This tool is only for internal tracking when you decide to move the candidate forward in the process. If I want to engage the candidate, over to the left under the adjudication status, it now updated to engaged. It provides the date when the candidate was engaged. It also provides you who within your company engaged them for tracking purposes. You can always download a copy of that report and any other authorizations and download PDF. For reports that came back with a review status, the adjudication is blank. This indicates that you've not taken any action yet. Here, review the record to determine its disposition. For example, is the record a dismissed case, a pending case, or a case with a conviction? If the record could affect the candidate's eligibility, perform an individualized assessment using the nature time nature test. That means reviewing the record and making a determination if the candidate is eligible for the position based on the nature of the charge, how long ago it happened, if the charges related to the role that the candidate is being offered. Consider whether there are any local fair chance hiring laws that may impact your individualized assessment of the record. If the charges are not disqualifying, select engage and then move forward with them in the hiring process. Maybe you'd like some additional context or information around the charges that were returned on the report. You can simply request candidate story. The candidate will receive an email to provide additional context or information about their background. That candidate can type up anything that they believe is beneficial in providing that context. They can upload any documents that they believe would be beneficial. Then, based on your notification settings, you'll get an email that your candidate has uploaded a story for you to review. From there, once you've reviewed the story, then you can determine if you want to move forward with the candidate. If the charge may be disqualifying and you may not be able to move forward with the candidate, initiate adverse action by selecting the pre-adverse action button. This is the first step in the adverse action process. When you select the pre-adverse action button, you will be asked to select the specific charges that are impacting your decision not to move forward with the candidate. Once you've sent the pre-adverse action notice, you must allow the candidate a reasonable amount of time to review and potentially respond. When using Checkr, the default waiting period is set to 7 days. However, you can adjust this up to 30 days. For locations with additional fair chance individualized assessment requirements, add a fair chance individualized assessment button will appear for you to upload relevant documentation. In this example, you will see that your company is considering taking action, whole or in part, based on the charges below. Checkr will also provide that candidate with a list of their rights, which are available to them underneath the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Then you simply send the notification to the candidate. Once the notification has been sent to the candidate, the adjudication status will update to pre-adverse action on the report and the timer will begin. This waiting period gives the candidate the opportunity to review the charges, dispute any information with Checkr that they believe is inaccurate or outdated, and provide evidence of rehabilitation or other information for you to evaluate. During this window of time, you can choose to pause or cancel the adverse action process. The Engage button will then appear. Or to continue with the adverse action process, take no action. At the end of the waiting period, Checkr will automatically send the post-adverse action notice to the candidate on your behalf via email. This notice indicates that your organization will not be moving forward with the candidate. If you need to, you can download a copy of the report and any other authorization forms here. Post or pre-adverse action also reside here in your adverse action tab for compliance purposes.
Thanks for watching.